FAULIEU with the new song and video Voyage. I am so excited to check this out. FAULIEU have been a group who I've enjoyed back since the last days of when they were previously called Fleur Fleur. Not sure if we're allowed to talk about that, but I've enjoyed them since back then. I very much, the first time I saw them live was actually performing with Trident, and ironically, since then, Kaho, the guitarist of FAULIEU, is now in the Gibson Epiphone Replays band with Osaka, the lead singer and guitarist of Trident. So loving that crossover as well. Loving the fact that FAULIEU have just been, well, I mean, they're one of those bands who I feel like they deserve more credit. They have been absolutely beloved by the Japanese, Tokyo especially, music scene. They regularly gig here. They're gigging in not huge live houses, and yet at the same time they've got this, well, they've done some fairly big shows, but they've got this just sense of everyone knows who they are. They're loved within the scene, but they always feel like they deserve more respect. Well, recently they got signed up to the Amuse agency. I don't know on what capacity. A lot of people obviously know Amuse from things like Baby Metal. But, you know, Amuse have a very broad roster of artists they work with. And what they do with artists can vary very much in degrees from, you know, a small amount of interaction to probably, you know, things like Baby Metal where I think they're very involved. So, you know, it's interesting because we don't know what this means, but I'm hoping that it means that FAULIEU are going to get a little bit more of that exposure and success that they deserve. And this is the first single and video they've come out with since signing that contract, as far as I'm aware, and something slipped under the radar. Voyage is them going, here we are, time to get started. And time to get started it is. That was my lengthy intro. I tried to speed through it. Let's get into the new song from FAULIEU, Voyage. I'm excited. I really, this is one of those bands you just want them to do well. You just want them to do well. They're just cool people. And, you know, in a generation of girls rock bands, FAULIEU have been massively overlooked. Let's hope this is the change to that. Is it a rooftop? Is it a rooftop video? I think it is. Oh, that is nice and colourful. The 4:3 aspect ratio is really old school. Let's blow it up a bit bigger. There we go. Love that guitar laying down the riff over the top. Chorus time. Oh, key change chorus. Ooh, that is a big melody. Backing vocals as well. Nice, 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 nice. Nice as well. Oh, that is a strong chorus. Comes in with punch, goes out with a nice ending. And all the detail in that second verse as well. Oh, it's only the second time I've heard it and I'm already 100% sold on this chorus. Oh, we are getting some really good rocking action in this pop song. I love it. That was a quick turnaround. Ayano's bass lines in this is seriously cool. Moving up to the top of the neck a lot. That is a good chorus. Oh, nice little skip in the drum beat there. Love it, they're milking the last chorus. When you've got a good chorus, milk it at the end, get a chant going. I am genuinely, I'm so happy for that. I am so happy for that. You know, it's so nice because when you see bands like this, like I say, they just, everything about them, they come across as really lovely people. And I feel like they've put in a huge amount of work for a huge amount of time. They've got a vast amount of talent. They're not one of those bands who's showy. They're fun. They got a kind of a poppy feel to them. They're not like a show-off band out there twiddling. And yet, for me, they've got like probably one of the best guitarists currently out there. They got a singer who's got an amazing voice, but it's one of those voices that comes across in a really sort of it's not like a power singing voice. It's more just a relatable, enjoyable voice. They got a bassist who's incredibly talented but isn't out there sort of doing all this slap bass to grab your attention. She just does these really cool lines. They got a drummer who layers down these beats that just sort of rock along well but just know how to accent all the perfect bits. They're just one of these bands who's floated under the radar. And I've said this a couple of times before. When it comes to FAULIEU, especially since like reinventing themselves and starting with this new name a few years back, they've just needed a couple of really big singles, and you can have the catchiest song in the world, but if no one hears it, no one hears it. And you might say, oh, just get a good social media presence. It doesn't work that way. You know, I mean, there's so many bands out there and so many good bands, especially in Japan, that getting noticed, even if you've been around for ages, can be difficult. You need to have a good song and you need to have money behind you. This is a really good single. I'll get into why in a minute. I think I've kind of covered it already anyway, but this is a really, really great single. Amuse, you got the money. Amuse might have had help in like sort of, directing, pushing things in the direction of getting a really good single out of them. I don't know. You've got the funding, you've got the song. You've got a lovely, colourful video. That video was a ton of fun. Yeah, okay, we've seen rooftop videos before. Yeah, we've seen bright, colourful videos before with like balloons and stuff. Yeah, we've seen all that. But this came across really well. It looked good. It was nicely directed. It might have been by the numbers, but it was well executed. And I guess you could say that about the song as well. The song is a pop rock song. We've heard pop rock songs before. It's not doing anything we haven't heard before. Even you could argue it's not doing anything we haven't heard from FAULIEU before, in a certain degree. But a lot like the video, it is much more than just the parts or the basic description would say. It's effective in that everything is really nicely cut together. I loved the whole feel of it. The verses, they were quite simple. I was like, okay, we're just going for a nice simple verse. But again, there was this really cool sort of skip to the beat and to the rhythm section, the bass as well. Pretty simple, but just nice little bits. So when the bass goes up to the top of the neck, just a few little notes in the right places, just the right fills in the drum beat. The pre-chorus was very much that it kind of like, we've that pre-chorus has been done a lot in J-Rock in all fairness, but it was executed as a feed into just this wonderful chorus. The chorus is brilliant. I love it. It comes in with that, builds up to a big note straight away, really gets you wanting to sing along in that. I love that energy, that power, makes you want to sing straight away. And then you get a little bit of backing vocals coming in there. Love seeing Kaho like looking up to do the backing vocals. She's just like, she's the most nonchalantly chilled out. Well, nonchalant suggests she doesn't care. She just kind of looks like she's in her own world when she's playing guitar a lot of the time. So just seeing her sort of looking up and doing backing vocals in any of the songs is always fun. You got the backing vocal bit comes in, and then the last part of the chorus is that bit where the rhythm changes up. So you've got these lovely segments, these 3 segments to the chorus. You know, the big energetic beginning, the layered backing vocal and front vocal, not quite call and answer, but that section, that layered vocal section, and then the ending where the rhythm sort of like wraps everything up by sort of changing down a little bit into a more mid-tempo hit. Everything about that is brilliant chorus, paid off by a simple verse and pre-chorus, but they are structured nicely. There's enough detail in there that it feels like it really takes you rewardingly into the chorus. The bridge wise, yeah, so the bridge was very short. It was kind of like more of a what I often describe as like being a punk guitar solo. There's not really any twiddle to it. It's where you kind of just hold down these really nice harmonized like notes and just kind of power through them. And it's more in the feeling, you know, the way that you blast those notes, the use of distortion. Really got that vibe in the bridge here, which is just gorgeous. Sorry, OBS just failed again. It's that same bug I mentioned last time. If you've been watching my videos, it just, for some reason, it just decides to suddenly use several gigabytes of memory on something and hard drive space on something that if you close it, it goes, oh, fine, and carries on. So I don't know, OBS is buggy as hell. Anyway, like I was saying, that solo just has like just this beautiful feel to it. And to me, it just all gives the energy of this band who, yeah, they've delivered a brilliant single. I'm looking forward to hearing what we get on an album or whatever afterwards, but this, share it. I hope you enjoyed it at least half as much as I enjoyed it. I'm going to go listen to this a few more times over now. Please go share it. Make sure people hear it. It might be something that people have heard before. It might be a difficult one to sell in the description. Japanese all-female pop rock. There's not much more you can say than that. Even the rooftop video might be a bit of a hard sell. But just listen to it. Give it a chance. What a fantastic little song by a fantastic band. Love to hear it. I really hope this does well. How's it doing so far? One day ago, it's got 3.7 thousand views. That's all right. It deserves a hell of a lot more. Let's push for more. Let's push for a lot more. What is this WeCars advert? God damn YouTube, you've got too many adverts now. All right. All right, everyone, get in the comments. Tell me what you think, and until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these. For now, ciao, ciao.